It maybe in layman's terms for people to understand why it's taken a little while to gel.
Yeah, I mean, I think, the wide zone to us is just, it's a mentality. It's what we believe in. I think it's really what runs this whole offense out of it with everything comes off of it. Our gap schemes, our inside zone, our keepers, our play actions, and, it's a mentality to be able to run more strong side runs to the tight end. Whether you look at what we've done and like we again, everybody knows that there's been too many negative runs with it, and we're working to get that fixed and just just cleaning up a few things with that's what we do. We run our combos every single day, and we're not going to change what we do. We're going to continue to get better at it. I've watched it work. I believe in it, and we can run inside zone, we can run gap scheme, we can run wide zone, and we're not going to be a one-dimensional team. And that's just what we believe in.
How much, with the offensive line, the struggles, how much of it is adjustment to the new system? How much of it is not continuity? How much of it is
it just depends. I think, if you look at what our offensive line, let's just say, let's just take Youngstown for example. We had 3 negative plays up front for us in the run game with just, there's a guy getting beat one-on-one, and one of them was a bad football call, a bad suggestion by me, a bad call into the red zone, and we didn't get the look that we wanted, and it was a bad call. That was on me. It was bad. And then one of them, it's going to happen. You get beat one-on-one. Whether it's pass pro or run game, and we just got to clean those one-on-one battles up, and our guys know that. And whether you're running inside zone, outside zone, whether you're a pool or on a gap scheme, and we just got to clean those, clean the one-on-one battles up, and I think we'll be fine.
Do you feel like you're getting some of that continuity you all didn't get in camp because guys were in and out?
Yeah, I think the guys are, we've played 3 games, and it's not an excuse that we've started 3 different, combinations of offensive line. Guys have to be able to play with each other, and whether it's the left tackle or a new right guard or whatever, it just is what it is, and it's part of college football. It's part of the NFL. Guys, you wish you could stay healthy and play all 13 games with the same 5 guys. That would be awesome, and be able to rotate guys in, but it's just the reality of it. It doesn't happen, and we'll just continue to work continuity with those guys, and they're gonna come to work. They had a great practice today, and we'll just continue to keep working ahead in the right direction.
Zach, what was your impressions of Quentin his first start? Do you see him maybe being a guy that can play a little bit more?
I was excited that Q got to do that. Obviously Tayshawn, and he practiced a little bit last week, and then he dressed out for the game, and then we just felt like Q had a good, and we tried to keep some pounding off of Tayshawn's foot. And Q with his second start in his career, and really he says it's his third because he said last year in Vanderbilt
2020
or 2020 the didn't play with the first snap and then got in. So, but I was proud of him. There was a couple times that he got pushed back a little bit, but I think other than that, I think he played well. I think he does a really good job of seeing the game as a center, which helps as a guard. He can see it kind of how Eli sees it in the calls. No missed assignments, which is big, and I think the more snaps that he gets and the more times that he gets in the game, he's going to get more comfortable with it. And I think he did a good job.
It seemed like Miami and Youngstown both did some unusual things to match up personnel-wise.
Yeah.
And Florida was more conventional. You guys got a decent push down there. Is there something to that when you're trying to get that cohesion and gel that maybe it looks better against?
Yeah, the Florida game, we the first half, everybody talks the first half, second half. The bottom line is that they were dead set on stopping the run. And they're a good front 7, or really 8, right? 0 was in the box all night, right? Their backside safety. It's 8-man front, and they're dedicated to stopping the run, and that's why keepers and play actions worked. And then finally, once we unlocked the defense with Will's touchdown pass, they started loosening it up a little bit, and we were able to run the football a little bit more. And that's the process of playing football. And I just kept telling those guys, we got to continue to establish the run, and the 2-yard runs and the 3-yard runs are going to turn into 4s and 5s, and you're going to be able to continue to pound the rock in the second half. And whether it's whatever look it is, it doesn't matter. Youngstown comes out the second series in a 3rd down pressure look, like a T-mug look, right, where the linebackers and that's my fault. I didn't show those guys that look on first down and run all week, right? It's 5 one-on-one blocks, and one guy got beat and got hit in the backfield. It's just right? That's my responsibility. I got to show them that look, and they continue. Once they did it again, we continued. They gave the same look on Smoke's first big long run down to the down in the red zone, and we picked it up well, and we had a good positive 16-yard run. So that's the adjustment part of it. I think the guys do a good job of it, and we just got to continue to handle movement, and we're going to get unscouted looks. I mean, it just is what it is. We got to stick to our rules, and people are going to give us unscouted looks to try to mess up the run game and all that stuff, and we got to make them pay with it.
The pass pro has been talked about a lot, but it seems like the running game, there have been bigger holes, especially last Saturday. Do you feel like the run blocking has improved, and what's been the key to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the run blocking is just going to continue to be an improvement, and guys just feeling more comfortable with each other, and us putting our guys in good situations. I think that's what we got to continue to do, and our guys do a good job of learning the offense, and what we install each week and our game plan. But I think that they got to, I've been, we protected decently against. But like I talked about all the time, like, did we play well enough to beat an SEC football team? And the guys look at them, they look at it and they say no, they know it. They grade themselves, they look at it, they know that we got to continue to improve, and we got a game to continue to do that, and then we're in it. And we just got to keep heading in the right direction, and I think the guys will head that way.
Yeah, last three games in, Jagger, just how is he progressing, you think, and what does he need to work on?
Yeah, I mean, Jag has done a phenomenal job for us, and I think he's earned that left guard spot, and I've loved to see his how he's grown since the spring, the summer, and now in the fall camp, and it's funny how things work out with Kenneth getting injured and Jag really being able to step up and take that spot, and then be able to bump Horsey out the left tackle, and those guys are unselfish, and they're going to do whatever we ask them to do. But Jag has continued to get better. He even said on the sideline, he told me, he's like, man, he said out of his 3 starts so far, that was his worst game he's played. And he was down on himself a little bit on the bench. I'm like, dude, you just got it. You can't, it's going to happen. And we got it. It's how we're going to respond. It's come out here. He had a great Tuesday practice, and he's critical of himself. And that's the cool thing about our group, is they care. They see it. They know they have to improve. We all know we have to improve. I have to improve, and we all hold each other accountable, and that's what's cool about our room.
Hey, folks, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.